Good morning, Kickin' Assets. This is Ryan here, just with a quick update for you. First, wanted to remind you guys you're freaking awesome and I love you. Great job this month again in January. Know we're going to be wildly successful again. Just did a couple of quick call audits and went through our chat after a crazy busy Monday. Way to hold it down yesterday, guys. Thank you again for all your hard work. Just wanted to give you a couple of quick call outs as you get in this morning. One is empathy and ownership around hold times. We continue to hear that from our customers. I know it's no surprise. It's been going on for a long time, but I can't reiterate enough to make sure we're all over the ownership and giving customers empathy. Apologizing for the long hold times and letting them know that we want to make that wait worth it. Also, just as important, make sure to stay on your NPS closes with those. I've heard a lot of great calls. We gave great experiences, but are still getting scored down just simply based on that long hold time. I've seen it in the past with just based on a coverage issue. So really make sure to nail that NPS close. Even after a long hold time, if you gave that great experience and you're calling out that NPS close at the end, you're way more likely to make that customer a promoter of T-Mobile. So be super on that. Number two, second quick call out, make sure to really be putting it all in to turn around those experiences that are becoming escalations and feedback calls. Your coaches, your support are always here for you. I'm here for you too. If you ever need to, pick up your cell phone and call me. We've always got your back, but I want to make sure that you're doing everything we can to turn these customers around and turn them into promoters. If your coach turns them around into a promoter and stuff like that, then that's just as great. But again, I've heard a couple of calls where they're coming in kind of hot and frustrated. We've just kind of done minimal probing though, and then it gets handed off to support real quick. So again, don't cut yourself short. I know that you are the best call taker of your calls out there. You can give better empathy or just as good as empathy as your coaches and support even. And you've got all the same access to the tools and resources. And, if you need an override, access to us to do any sort of override. So make sure, still make sure you're all over. If the customer won't recommend T-Mobile by the end of the call, be engaged. Have someone listening in before we get to that point. But try everything you can. I don't want to, just because the customer comes in a little bit hot, pass them straight off. We want to make sure you're doing everything you can, because if you can resolve that call, turn them into a promoter, that's more surveys for the community. So be sure to stay on that. And then last quick call out, guys, is just make sure today's focus, I'm calling it out for T-Mobile Tuesday. I'm counting on all you guys. Let's try to make today's focus positivity. Again, it's the month after the holidays, holiday returns and all that stuff. So we get it. We know January is going to be stressful. These customers out here, they're going to make it stressful. Just remember that the community chat, the Kickin' Assets chat, that's our virtual pod right now, if you will, guys. Remember our pod where we would run around and high five each other? All we have right now is this virtual environment, is that Slack that we have with one another. So of course, I might be side messaging a few folks, whenever I got a vent about a crazy situation I just handled, and that's all great and healthy. But I try to do that. I try to message and talk to my friends about it and stuff on the side, because I certainly don't want to rub off on you if I'm having a bad day about complaining about a bad experience I just had or a situation I had to deal with. Again, forgive me. I know I'm not perfect, and I've probably done that in our own community Slack a number of times, as all of us have. But again, just remember that things rub off on one another. If I am having a negative interaction and I go out complaining to everyone into Slack about that, how excited are you going to be when you come in the morning to log in and take that next call after hearing me talk crap on my last call? Probably not too excited, right? So again, let's vent to each other on the side as needed, but let's make sure that the best we can in our main Slack, just to spread that positivity. If you have a negative interaction, I don't want your friend next door to you to have a negative interaction, or the person. I guess we're not next door, but you know what I mean. Your buddy here in Community 10 to have a negative interaction because that kind of rubbed off on them. I challenge you. I want to hear more of the great call outs. I saw someone the other day said their customer called in just to tell Team of Experts thank you because they love T-Mobile. That's freaking awesome. I saw that and it made my day a little bit better. So again, you guys are so awesome. I love you all. The teamwork and positivity that you guys exude every month is what got us to where we're at. I just want everyone to remember that. And then again, I challenge you. Let's have a freaking awesome T-Mobile Tuesday. Let's show these customers and the haters. It don't matter how hot and mad they are. That if they got a Kickin' Assets rep, they're about to have a great experience, and we're gonna have fun while doing it. That's all I got for today. I love you guys, though. Let's have a great Tuesday.